So call him on the other line. I'm just taking all these thoughts up in your mind. Talking loud, but I can't even read the sign.
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. DA, take it away.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Capella.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Bradley in at the 1.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
No, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Kings. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
James in the post. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Capella. To the paint, here's Harden. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
Here's Los Angeles now. About a minute played so far here in the first. Pass to Davis. Kicks to McGee. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bradley. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
With a high release and strong elevation, Bradley's got an effective jumper in his arsenal.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And Davis pulls it down. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And it's hard not to get discouraged on such an off night shooting the ball, but somehow they kept the intensity up. I mean, that was a really gutty win.
Green finds Bradley. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Bradley's got 5 now.
Oh, 3-point shooting. I mean, the strength of Bradley's game offensively, incredible.
Here's Westbrook. Wow, hammering it in.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Harden outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. And for James Harden, he'd love to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran him. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
And Davis puts it in.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Here's Harden. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it left. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Every team hopes to have a player on this list. A quick update now on the top field goal percentage shooters in the NBA. In the third spot, Clint Capella.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
The Rockets again can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's Green outside. And the Lakers get it back. On the wing, James. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Avery Bradley. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Houston. McLemore has come in for James Harden. For the Rockets, Chandler comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Up top, Tucker. He's guarded by Howard. Rivers. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
And the basket is good.
Looking tenacious on these takes. Got to respect Rivers' fearlessness going strong like this.
Here is Cook, guarded by Tucker. There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. And there it is for him.
Love the energy Howard plays with. Feels like no one can contain him on the way up.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series, as you'd expect.
And we'll see what, or if anything has changed this year. Maybe it's still a matchup of the haves and have-nots. Or maybe the playing field's a little more even.
Davis with it. Now Chandler defending. Here's Kuzma. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Hard to get into Kuzma's head. Even when you contest his shot, his focus is razor sharp.
Rivers kicks to Sefolosha. And Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. 5 to shoot. Chandler, the pass to Sefolosha.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking the shot.
Cook looking it over. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Davis. No good off the back of the rim.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
They get a hand on it. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Just a little too amped up here early. 2 fouls on him already. That's going to affect his playing time.
Rondo against Rivers. With a step back. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.